Hello, Thrivers. Heather here. Hope you're doing awesome. And I'm really excited to do, I'm already stumbling over my words. My goodness. Excited to talk to you about our Better Me Better challenge and to have some accountability, see how you're doing with the challenge. I'm going to weigh in as well. It's all about accountability and not just nodding your heads and saying like, yes, that makes so much sense. And I understand that principle must be true. And then go about doing the same old things that keep getting us the same old results, right? We know that if we want different results, we have to start doing some different things. And I just appreciate and honor each of you that are doing the work, that are showing up here, that are being accountable. You're inspiring me and more people than you could possibly know. So really good job for those that are doing this challenge with me. So yesterday, ours was I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. So how did you do with this? Were you tested? Was it maybe a more normal day for you and it didn't really come up? Or did you find yourself struggling with this? Did you find yourself choosing to give up those attack thoughts? For me, it was a totally off day. I'm going to be completely honest. My baby has an ear infection, so she kept me up for 2 hours the night before. I was exhausted. Homework and school and everything going on, running the business, serving clients, showing up for group session last night, all of that. And I was just feeling like so just completely drained. And I recognized that I was not in attack mode toward anyone else per se. I didn't have any kind of attack or defensiveness going on towards anyone else, but I was kind of attacking the situation that was thrown at me. I was fighting against some of my intentions. And I'm really working to push myself in a couple areas of life, including my energy, my health, and my fitness, which includes, nutrition plan and everything. And I was like, I just don't want to do it. I just want to eat whatever I want. I'm so tired and all that stuff. And so I found myself fighting against the very things that I want the most, which is good health and energy, which is peace in myself about what I'm eating and how I'm feeling, and peace in myself about, my life and my situation, because we know from the beginning of this challenge that peace is only found from within us. And so in the moment that I recognized that I wasn't necessarily attacking others, but there was definitely an attack against the situation, to choose to give up those attack thoughts. And I just did a little meditation and spent some time with my husband. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. I can handle this. And I found that inner peace within me. So how is it going for you? And what did that look like yesterday for your challenge to give up those attack thoughts? Today in our book, A Mini Course for Life, and I apologize, I recognize that we just completely sold this book out. It's like not available from anywhere. So I'm sorry if you weren't able to get a copy now. I do recommend that once the publisher makes it available again, that you get this book, because it's really, really awesome. It's very short. It's very impactful. So with that being said, we're making some waves out there. We just bought out this entire stock of this book, which is kind of cool. All right, so we're learning about forgiveness. The principle underlying this course is that inner peace can be reached only when we practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go of the past and is therefore the means for correcting our misperceptions about someone or something. Our misperceptions can only be undone in the present. We accomplish this through releasing what we think other people did to us or what we think we did to them. Through this process of selective forgetting, we are free to embrace a present unencumbered by our past history or misperceptions. Through forgiveness, we stop the endless recycling of guilt and look upon ourselves and others with love. Forgiveness permits us to let go of all thoughts that seem to separate us from each other. Without a belief in separation, we can accept our own healing and extend healing love to all those around us. Healing then becomes the thought of unity. When inner peace is recognized as our single goal, forgiveness becomes our single function. Once we accept both our function and our goal, we discover that turning to our inner intuitive voice for direction can become an excellent guide. As we release others from the prison of our distorted perceptions, we ourselves are released and join with them in the unity of love. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this? Be really honest. Okay, so it's choosing to understand that our past and often our misperceptions about someone or something, either the hurt that they've done to us or the hurt that we've done through them. And they're talking about selective forgetting. And this one is a bit of a stumbling block for me, and I know for many others, I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, the whole idea of forgive and forget, it's, you know, can you really forget something that's been very painful or forget something that you really did to someone else? But what it is more is embrace a present unencumbered by our past history or misperceptions. So, sorry, I'm just going through this again because I want to make sure we really, really get this. And I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts on this are. But that endless cycle of guilt and look upon ourselves and others with love, it's really getting back to who we truly are and recognizing that those around us, we're really all one, right? I'm just going to read this one last part. Without a belief in separation, we can accept our own healing and extend healing love to all those around us. Healing then becomes the thought of unity. All right, so I just feel impressed. I should share some of the struggle that I had in my past. Before I was actually diagnosed with cancer, I was holding on to a lot of resentment and a lot of anger and a lot of bitterness toward close family members that had hurt me very deeply. And they never apologized, and I had to live with that hurt for years as a young adult. And I just remember feeling that in my heart. There is some evidence that shows that cancer and other illnesses similar to that, there's a mind, body, and energy connection. And that where you feel that pain, where you're holding on to that pain or that resentment, that's where the cancer grows. And so I could feel it right here in my heart. And where did I get the cancer? Right here right at the top of my left breast. And so it's literally like right where I felt that pain of the things that I felt that others had done to me. And then I wasn't willing to let go. They had never apologized, no amends were made. And I was just kind of left scrambling or left kind of trying to pick up the pieces afterward. And it went years into our early marriage and definitely affected my relationship, my ability to trust Ben, and, you know, just so many things. And I was just holding on to that really heaviness. And I did my best to be happy and to try to move on, to try to forgive and forget, but it never really settled into that core part of my heart. And I could still feel the pain there. It was just like constantly lingering. And I did my best to try to be a good person and to move on and not stay stuck there, but I could still feel it. Like I could still feel all of that pain and that weight. And in time, it didn't go away. It didn't mend itself to the point where then I was diagnosed with cancer, and I was looking at 29 years old, the fact that I might not make it. And I actually had doctors tell me, you may not make it. So this is just my personal journey, and we all had these kind of challenges, but I want to illustrate the power of this principle here. And when I recognized that, you know, I could be looking at literally the end of my life, and I was working to try to save our unborn baby too, I knew I had to do everything that it took to make it through that. And I needed to look at all the different aspects of my life and not only treat it from a medical perspective with the guidance and direction that we felt was best and that I felt inspired from our Heavenly Father to go and pursue those, but that I needed to look deep within myself. Yeah, will you get her, please? Or I'll get her in a minute. Okay. Yeah, sorry, my girls are telling me the baby's up. So I'm gonna go get her in just a minute. But yeah, so with all of that, I just looked at who I was and is this the person that I really want to be? Is this the way that I want to be remembered? Is this the kind of life that I want to live? And it was such a powerful wake up and a powerful perspective as to the things that mattered the most and the things that didn't. And I just knew, like my intuition and my gut was just telling me that you need to let this go. You need to heal from this, not because of that person, not because it's going to help them, but because this is burdening you down, and this is making you sick, literally like physically sick, and it could even consume your life if you allow it to. So in that moment, I had to choose forgiveness, and I recognized that it was okay to let it go and to choose to be in the present moment, to recognize the joy and the blessings and the gratitude of what was there, and then learning how to release that and to let that pain go and to allow forgiveness to occur. So you guys are super quiet over in the chat. I hope that this is resonating with you in some way. And I don't know who may need to hear this today, but I hope that it helps you with whatever your journey might be on and whatever struggles you might be going through. I've been there. I've been in the darkest abyss of pain and suffering and anguish of my soul. And choosing to make peace and choosing to forgive has been the greatest decision I have ever made, because it not only healed me physically, I do believe that, it had a huge healing blessing effect on me physically, but it healed my soul, it healed who I am, and it completely transformed me as a person. So Dumbo's over, by the way. That's why my little girls are up here chattering away in the kitchen. They love Dumbo right now. All right, so here we are on day number 4. We're gonna get to our challenge. I am not a victim of the world I see. Okay, we're gonna read the lesson on the back. What I see without is a reflection of what I first see within my own mind. I always project onto the world the thoughts, feelings, and attitudes that preoccupy me. I can see the world differently by changing my mind about what I want to see. When I am tempted to see myself as a victim, I will repeat throughout the day, only my loving thoughts are real. It is only these I would have in this situation, and you're supposed to specify that, or with this person, specify that. So I'm going to repeat that last little bit again. It is only these loving thoughts I would have in this situation or with this person. So that is our challenge. Whenever you are tempted to see yourself as a victim, let's remember this. I am not a victim of the world I see, and only my loving thoughts are real. They are the only ones that are real because they're the only ones that are true. They are the only ones that heal us and allow us to have that happiness and the joy that we are seeking, that we are here to have and to experience and to give to others. Tomorrow I'm going to go a little bit into a really fun playful way of looking at this. It's by Brian Johnson, and he talks about it. Are you in victimese? Okay, and then learning to speak a different language. Victimese. All right, so we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I hope that this challenge helps you all. Thank you all. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Edna. Awesome. Yep, this is going to be very powerful and very healing for each of us. So my love, my appreciation, my gratitude go out to you, and you have a wonderful day. We will see you tomorrow.